We got another episode of Reel Movie Feud for you guys today. I'm excited to introduce you to our competitors for tonight. We have Jacob, Matt Carnahan, and Max. Guys, it's time to play some Feud. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Reel Movie Feud, the feudiest game show on this channel. I am your host for today, Cole, and I have a lovely co-host of Sophie today. Sophie, how you doing?
Hello. I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm very good. I'm excited. We got some new faces on the screen here today. We got Jacob, we got Matt, we got Max. I realize Matt and Max are very close to each other in name, but it's okay. I didn't think about that when scheduling. Don't worry about it. We'll be able to differentiate you just by your hair alone. It'll be okay.
And camera height.
And camera height. Yeah, that's right. Matt is like peering out of the edge of the frame, but, you know, he'll make it. Oh, and that's just his forehead now. All right. Would you guys like to read some rules?
Sure. I'll read rules.
No, I will read, but you can read this thing on screen.
Oh, okay. I get it.
All right. Rules of the game. So everyone's joined for the first time. There are going to be 5 rounds of gameplay. Each round, players are going to be given a prompt. Players will have 2 turns to answer the prompt. Players will receive points in the order of the top 5 answers. So the number 1 answer is going to be 50 points, 2, 40, and so on. If there are any tied answers, it will add a 6th option to the board for the same point value as the tied answer. So if there's an answer tied at third, there will be 2 30-point answers. The top 5 answers are going to be based on the prompt criteria. These are all collected from letterboxd.com. So that could be something like most popular, highest rated, or if we were collecting from another site, lowest earning. After round 1, players are going to go in the lowest point order. And then at the end of the 5 rounds, highest score wins. Any questions today?
Nope.
No.
All right. Great.
I have a question.
Please, Sophie.
What seltzer are you drinking today?
Oh, that's a great question, Sophie. I actually haven't cycled out of my old one, but I am still drinking the Raz Cranberry.
Oh,
It's
sounds
so delicious.
incredible.
You see, the condensation's still here. It's great.
And it's a beautiful design. It's pink. We love that. Barbie vibes. Let's do it.
That's all I was going for, but just Barbie vibes. I'll have to get the orange one for Oppenheimer next week.
Yeah.
And with that, we're going to start with the first question of the night. All right, is all our players ready?
Ready.
So we're going to ask, in order to determine the order of this game for the first round here, I want you to give me the current average score for the film Dear Evan Hansen. We're going up to 2 decimal points. Dear Evan Hansen. So we're going to start with Jacob.
I'm going to go with 2.23.
2.23. All right. And Matt, what are you thinking?
2.46.
2.46, going a little higher there. All right. And Max.
I'm going to go 2.33.
2.33. All right. Well, you guys didn't think low enough of this movie because, because Jacob is going to be the closest. So the correct answer is 2.17.
Oh, okay.
No way. Okay.
The Letterboxd people are not fans of this movie, and honestly, I haven't seen it, but
Me either.
neither am I. Just
You could love it.
I could. I don't know. I just saw him in theater camp. That was probably enough Ben Platt for the year for me.
He was really
was
good
that
in that,
good?
though. He was,
I mean,
yes, it was very
Everybody
good.
was
Yeah.
good. He was there. Anyways, with that, because of the order here, it's going to Jacob at 2.23, so he's the closest, right behind with Max, and Matt going last here. So, with that, we'll actually get into our first question of the night. Going to be starting with Jacob. Jacob, you ready?
I am ready. Let's get this feud going.
Jacob, you like that Kylo Ren guy? You like him?
Kylo Ren, Adam
Yeah.
Driver, I believe.
Long hair. That is correct. That is the actor's name.
Yeah, he's not Reed Richards, guys. He's not Reed Richards.
He doesn't want to be. He read the script and he was out.
I don't blame him.
Wow.
Anyways, Well, he's a lengthy guy, I would say, in height. So along that lines, Jacob, I want you to tell me the longest films starring Adam Driver. So longest films in runtime of the film.
He's got long hair. He's got long films.
I'm gonna go Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker.
Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker is not on the board.
Oh, okay.
Bring it over to Max.
Shout out to all my lapsed Christians. I'm going silence.
All the lapsed Christians. Silence. Silence is our number one answer. That'll net you 50 points.
The Lord is with me.
And also with you.
Oh, man. Yep. So that gets Max in the lead here at 50 points, but there's still a chance for Matt to come in with anything below that. Matt, what are you thinking?
I think he's in this. I'm going to say Patterson.
Patterson? That's that bus movie. You write the school bus. Patterson is not on the board. So, swinging back over to Jacob.
I guess now I have to guess. I'm gonna go with Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens.
Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens is not on the board, Jacob.
Jesus, okay. Those movies shorter than I thought they were, I guess.
It's just longer movies.
There might just be longer movies than that. All right. Back on over to Max.
Okay. I'm gonna go White Noise.
White Noise. That's the Baumbach one, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, it's not on the board. You got some white noise in the static of the crowd tonight, unfortunately. So, Matt, you got one more shot here. Any thoughts? What are you thinking?
Marriage Story.
Marriage Story. We love a divorce core movie. Marriage Story is not on the board.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
What a disappointing round here for round one, but that's okay. There's still time in the game. And with that, we're going to head over to our first interview for the tonight. Jacob, I got some questions for you.
Me? Okay.
Yes, sir.
How's it going?
Not too bad.
Oh, wow. This is very personal.
Whoa! Crazy.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. You don't have to. You want to. Anyways, so, hey Jacob, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
You're good. Not in the driver mood, I suppose.
No, Adam Driver. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, not the 2011 film Driver. I apologize.
Yes.
You could get mixed up there.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I can't think of what any of the. Wait, are you gonna say what any of the other answers were, or is that just a mystery?
You know what? I'm going to come back to that afterwards. Thank you for reminding me, Jacob.
Okay. Just checking in. Okay.
Of course. Jacob, though, I got something to talk to you that's very important, and like on a cinematic level, it can't be ignored. It
can't be like any like universal like sort of Dr. Seuss adaptation movie. It couldn't be anything like that. So what do you got?
Well, it's funny you mentioned that. I was going to talk about the film Cat in the Hat.
Oh my gosh. The theatrical box office hit The Cat in the Hat, starring Mike Myers.
Yes.
Yeah, personally, that is one of my favorite movies of all time. And I say this completely unironically, okay?
Mm-hmm.
It's completely unironic.
Now, see, as a Cat in the Hat stan myself, I respect it, but I also realize that popular opinion is not on our sides, Jacob.
Yeah, I do hear that. I do see, where it's coming from. I tried to show Sam the movie last year. She was not a fan of it. I don't know why. That one kind of hurt, but it's okay. Personally, I think it's got some good jokes that work for me, I guess. Mike Myers steals the show, of course.
I mean, I think in general there's just adult jokes that kind of slip under.
Yeah.
But
yeah. I think for as an adult, it makes a very watchable movie in my eyes.
As a child, though, it's kind of terrifying.
Yeah, not gonna lie, there was especially at the beginning of the movie when they. Sorry, I don't want to get into Cat in the Hat lore, but I guess I'm going to.
Okay.
At the beginning of the movie when they show the Cat in the Hat, scare the children, as they're trying to run away. I always found that very frightening. But now I think really the most frightening part of that movie is the abusive relationship of Lawrence with the children.
Yeah, Alec Baldwin, he's an ass.
Yeah, so I really think it really dives into some deep, dark drama-esque moments, and I really think that what elevates the film past things like like How the Grinch Stole Christmas,
Sure.
things like that, or the Lorax, Danny DeVito,
Jacob, I can't wait for your 30-page dissertation about this film.
Yeah, that is what my thesis is on, but
Got it. Yeah.
So I will be posting the research later. So yeah.
Great. We need that. We need somebody doing the hard work here. So we appreciate you. All right.
Yeah.
But we got to get back to the game, unfortunately.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. All right. Let's get people back into place. And so at the end of that round, we currently have a score of Jacob at 0, Matt at 0 as well, and Max coming in with the number 1 answer there at 50 points.
Nice.
So with that, I can reveal the 1 through 5 answers. So Silence was the number 1 answer at 161 minutes. Right below that was House of Gucci.
Oh, I
Too
forgot about that
long.
movie.
Too long.
Yeah.
159 minutes.
Insane.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
I fell
now
asleep during that one.
Can I guess what the next one is?
What do you think? What do you think, Jacob?
I think it's The Last Duel.
That is the next
the
one.
the last duel is at 153.
I totally forgot
minutes.
about that. Man, I sat through
It's
all
so
that
obvious.
By the way, Jacob, I feel real bad for you because our number 4 answer was Star Wars: The Last Jedi.
It's The Last
at
Jedi.
152 minutes. That was by far the longest, and you could feel it. It was great, but you could feel it, man. I mean,
you say it was
10
great?
minutes longer than Rise of Skywalker.
All right, Jacob, we're not getting.
Yeah, we can get into that later, Cole. After the show.
It's not as good as Aquaman. And then Lincoln. Everyone remember Lincoln, the Spielberg movie? Yeah.
I forgot he was in that movie.
149 minutes. We watched that on the TV screen on our bus to Springfield because we thought we were going to get in the mood. Unfortunately, the widescreen presentation of Lincoln doesn't necessarily work well on a screen that's about like.
What do you mean in the mood?
We're going to Springfield, Illinois. Lincoln's from there. It's all about the vibes.
I had no idea he was from there.
Cole.
I've caught up now.
You got to rub the nose. You got to rub Lincoln's nose. That's the thing on the statue. Everyone
Very
knows
good. Very cool.
that. Sophie is disgusted. All right.
Moving on.
Moving on. I am not disgusted by this next question though. So because Matt and Jacob are tied, we're going to go in our original order here.
No one's tied.
For 0 points there.
Oh. I thought you were saying 50-50. I was like, no one scored 50 points.
No. They're tied for nothing.
Same.
Sorry.
Very true. Very true. Very true.
When you have dirt, that's all you got. Anyways, Jacob, because he's first in the original order, he's going to go first for this one. So Jacob, it's time to redeem yourself. You gotta come back strong. You get your first shot here.
Let's get this feud.
And then obviously Jacob, then it'll be Matt, and then Max, because you are the highest score right now, you'll go last year. So with that, Jacob, I want you to tell me on letterboxd.com the highest average rating for films directed by Joel Cohen. So I will also clarify that obviously co-direction is applicable here, but so is solo direction. So very important to note. I think Ethan Cohen, speaking of, is supposed to have a movie coming out.
Wait, you said it does not include co-direction?
It does include co-direction. I just want to clarify that you don't think it's just like singular direction. So either co-directed by Joel Cohen or singly directed by Joel Cohen. So Jacob, what are you thinking?
See, I've always sorted it by popularity when I look at his filmography, not ranking. So that's kind of rough. But I think I'm gonna go with. I think I'm gonna go with No Country for Old Men. Locking it in. Cole.
Locking it in. I forgot to mention we should say final answer. I'm bad about that. So people say final answer, please. Thank you. No Country for Old Men. That'll net you 50 points. That was our number 1 answer. That's tying with Max here. All right, Matt.
I'm a film bro at heart,
Matt, what are you thinking? What do you think is number 2 here?
I'm gonna go with Hail Caesar. Final answer.
Hail Caesar. Matt, I feel like you're messing with me. Hail Caesar's not on the board at all.
That surprised me.
That was a surprising pick. Not to say it's a bad answer. It's just not on the board.
Okay.
So, Max, going back to you for shot here. What do you think is the highest average rated films from Joel Cohen?
I feel like I have two that are locks, and I just am trying to figure out which one is higher. But I'm gonna go with Fargo. Final answer.
Ah,
Fargo.
I was gonna say.
Great Francis McDormand performance.
Oh, you betcha.
Oh, you betcha. Fargo is our number 2 answer. That'll net you 40 points. That puts Max
Very good.
90-point lead.
Mm,
All right, we're swinging back over to Jacob. Jacob, you got one more shot here.
ooh. I'm gonna go with. I'm between two also now. So I'm gonna go with A Simple Man,
A Simple Man.
like the Leonard Skinner song.
A Simple Man is not on the board.
Should have went with the other one then.
You should have. You should have went with your heart. All right, Matt. You gotta make some big moves here. What are you thinking? Think through it. Give you some time, you know?
I'm gonna say stuck between like two. I mean, I'm gonna say Ballad of Buster Scruggs. Final answer.
The Ballad of Buster Scruggs. The Ballad of Buster Scruggs is not on the board. Sorry, Matt. I'll let you nothing for this round. All right, Max. How much can you gain here?
Nobody can go again, right?
Nope. Yep. You're
Okay.
The last one.
So this is not my answer, but it's called A Serious Man, isn't it? And I'm curious if that makes
dang it
on the
is.
list or not. But that's not my answer. My answer, this is the one I was going between. I still have it. Blood Simple. Final answer.
Blood Simple. Is it simply the answer, or are you bleeding out here, Max? Max, I'm sorry, it's not on the board.
Kenny, I'm sorry for saying the title of the movie wrong. He gave me that movie to watch, and I did watch it. I did watch it. But...
So at the end of that round, we have Jacob getting 50 points there. Not too shabby. Matt still needing to make some points up, but there's still time in the game here, of course. And then Max coming in strong with 90 points. 90 points. So our number 1 answer obviously was No Country for Old Men. That was an average of 4.33. Fargo, we were looking at an average of 4.24. Guys, you guys forgot about the dude, Big Lebowski.
Forgot about that movie.
4.14. Yeah. And then earlier in the filmography, we got Barton Fink at 4.06. And then, Orange Cat Cinematic Universe movie, Inside Llewyn Davis.
Oh my gosh.
That was my other one.
I was between A Serious Man and Inside Llewyn Davis. I should have just said Inside Llewyn Davis.
Do you know what like 6 and 7 are, or are you saving those for like?
Those are the tiebreakers. So,
okay.
Yes. So I guess I maybe should have clarified. I don't know if I did at the top. So yeah, the 6, 7, and 8 answers are written out here, but they are not going to be said in case we have a tie. And then we'll spin a wheel to determine what the question of the night will be as the tiebreaker. So, but that does give you a sense of what has already been said. So that's a good thing to ask. So I appreciate that, Max. So with that, I think it's time we head into some uncharted territory, some open waters. And I think we got to talk to Matt here. Matt, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. Should I get to your level? Should I down here?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Well, no, I see, Matt. I don't blame you though, because like if you're trying to like get below the water there and see the sharks coming, you got it. Like they're not going to see you. They'll see your body.
What if I am the shark?
Whoa, maybe that's what it is. You could smell the fear in me. The blood is simple. Anyways, speaking of sharks, I have written down that you want to talk about the Meg. I have not seen the Meg. I'd almost rather talk about the Meg 2 right now, but
yeah,
but to convince the audience that 1, the Meg is a great movie, and then 2, that they should go see the Meg 2. What are your thoughts there? What are you saying to convince them or get them on board?
Well, I'm not necessarily saying it's a good movie. It's a great movie, but that doesn't mean that they shouldn't see the Meg 2 because it's so bad. They're just amazing. And honestly, I think thematically here, like my score is like kind of matching the current Rotten Tomatoes score here, so that's what I'm kind of going for today.
I mean, when we last checked, there were only 6 reviewers on that, so you know, like, hey, the pool isn't full yet. You know, like the shark hasn't seen all the bait. You know, so who's to say it can't get a little blood and get that score up? You know,
I think it's at like 16 now, so if I can get like 16 points today, I'll be happy.
16 points. Mathematically, because we're in multiples of 10, that's impossible, Matt. But I like your optimism, of course. Also, that's very low on the score podium here, but that's okay. 16, I think you can at least get above 16.
Yeah,
I'm counting on that at least for you tonight. But yeah, you going to go see Meg 2? When does that come out? Is that this Friday or is that
Yeah, it's today, I guess.
Oh, it's today. Got it. You're missing out on Meg preview
I know.
nights.
I'm really chomping at the bit to see it.
Chomping at the bit. These puns
See what I did there? Yeah.
These puns are draining me, man. Oh my god. All right, let's get everybody back on screen. So,
Sophie looked dead.
Sophie. You know.
That joke got me
just
dying
vibing.
love laugh.
I do want to be watching the NFL game right now, but Cole told me not to watch anything.
Yeah, I didn't know that was
in my
happening.
TV.
My dad decided to watch that instead of the match. So
Well, I
don't blame
appreciate your patience here, Sophie.
Oh yeah, no worries. It's preseason, so it doesn't count. But I am gonna tune in after the match.
I was say the point of preseason games is just to go there and get drunk at the game. I don't feel like
I like to see the talents, the rookie talents, to see how they play out. It's practice. It's like a professional practice. Anyways, that's beside the point.
Sure.
Next question.
Let's practice some trivia though. So reminder of the score here. We got Jacob at 50 points, Max at 90, and Matt at nothing right now, but it's still anybody's game. All right.
He gets to go first though, right?
That is true because Matt is at the bottom of the score totem pole tonight so far.
Dog.
There is dog. Dog be distracting. Alrighty. Hopefully that doesn't give you any 101 Dalmatians like clues or something. I don't know how that works.
Hope so.
All right, Matt.
Yep.
I want you to tell me the most popular films produced by Universal Pictures in the 2010s. So to clarify on popularity on Letterboxd, that is purely engagement. So it doesn't necessarily mean positive scores. It just means people are watching it, people are liking it, people are reviewing it, et cetera, et cetera. So Universal Pictures in the 2010s. Got any thoughts here, Matt?
I'm gonna go with Jurassic World.
Jurassic World. That was a pretty popular one. Remember this? They got the dome thing. You know, you could write the dome thing.
And Jimmy Fallon.
And Jimmy Fallon was in there as well. Jurassic World is our number 5 answer. They'll net you 10 points.
Ooh, okay.
Matt is on the board, folks.
Let's go, Matt.
He could still get above that 16 he was looking for tonight. So, because Jacob is at 50 points, we're going to swing back over to him.
Okay. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to go with Furious 7.
Furious 7, the 7th entry in the Fast and Furious saga now. That's what they call it. Furious 7 is not on the board.
Ah.
All right, swinging it back over to Max. Reminder, folks, this is most popular on the platform letterboxd.com. Think about people on letterboxd.com.
You're telling me people on Letterboxd are not Fast and Furious heads?
I'm not saying either way. I just want to remind people because I feel like they keep forgetting that it's not just popular in the world, but popular with people that like to watch movies.
Okay. This is not within a decade constraint, right? It's just period.
It is within the decade of the 2010s.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that's going to be from the years 2010 to 2019.
Oh. This is a tough one because just no movies are coming to my brain. And I don't even know what production companies do things most of the time. So let's go with a movie that I do know that this production company did that I don't think will be on here, but will be good to say. The Mummy. Tom Cruise's The Mummy.
Oh man. I mean, listen, they wanted to be popular. I don't think Letterboxd considers it popular.
The Dark
Max.
Universe.
It didn't launch. The Dark Universe is DOA. Speaking of your answer, DOA. No. But maybe it'll come back like a mummy. You know, who knows?
I can only hope.
Who knows? That's not possible. There was only one entry in this franchise in this decade. All right. Where's that post? Matt, second shot here. No one get answers so far. What are you thinking?
I'm only going to say this because Liberty Mutual did like a promotion with them. So I'm going to say Despicable Me 3. Because I don't remember when the other two came out. So
Despicable Me.
Is that your final answer, Matt?
Yeah, that's my final answer.
All right. Well, you did say final answer. Despicable Me 3 is not on the board. I'm sorry, Matt. Third entry. Third entries are tough, but it doesn't matter. It's just not on the board. All right, Jacob.
Okay. Oh my God. I'm trying to think of.
I think you gotta pay attention at the beginning. You see those logos. They want you to know. But also, fuck the producers right now. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Anyways.
Union strong.
In my mind, I want to say, Pitch Perfect 3, Pitch Perfect 2, but I think in reality, I'm going to go with Halloween 2018.
Halloween 2018. That was a pretty popular one on Universal's slate. So I don't blame you for that thought, but I'm sorry, Jacob, it's not on the board. It's not on the board tonight, unfortunately. All right. Last up, Max here.
Saw you,
I'm
buddy.
feeling good that nobody else knew, except for Matt. Matt did know. So I'm gonna stick with my Dark Universe tendencies. I don't even know if this was a 2010s movie. This could have been like early 2020s, but this was like post Dark Universe scraps. The Invisible Man. Is that a Universal movie?
The Invisible Man. The Invisible Man is not on the board.
Wasn't it 2020?
It also was 2020. Yeah. I'm very sorry, Max.
Yeah.
That was the last movie I watched before.
That was one of those pre.
Oh, mine was Sonic.
Well, that's a good one,
Yeah.
All right, and at the end of that round, Matt getting 10 points there. So
it's still anyone's game.
It's still anyone's game. Our number one answer. Guys, we gotta remember the Letterboxd people. Scott Pilgrim versus the World. People love that.
I had no clue
People love the Edgar Wright.
This one was tough because the studio is that was.
I know. You know what's funny, but it's like the studio. You think the big stuff, but then the things that are really popular on the platform are different. Number 2 is Us. That was at 40 points.
Oh wow. Okay.
Number 3 was Split. People liking that Shyamalan. And then a classic. Romantic comedy with a cool sci-fi premise about time.
Love that
Number
one.
4. So, alrighty.
Wow.
And with that, there's some underrated stuff in there too. But they're all pretty popular. But we got to talk one more time to our players here. Max, I want to talk to you for a second.
Okay.
If that's okay. I think
It's fine. Yeah.
that's chill. All right. I respect that. I don't know. Sorry, our topic is Soderbergh. I don't know if Soderbergh's done a Universal movie. I was trying to think about this now.
I'm not the right guy to ask. I love him, but that's not my.
I feel like Oceans feels like Warner Brothers. I feel like.
Well, a lot of his recent stuff is Warner because.
That's right. It
went to HBO.
Yeah, it went to HBO. That's right. For
Yeah.
Kimmy and all those ones.
Yeah.
But he does his independent producing, like Logan Lucky. That was definitely like a.
Yeah, or Command Z just came out.
That's right.
Pretty
Yeah,
good.
that's right.
It's all right.
I'll have to check it out. But I want to hear from you. What are like your underrated Soderbergh picks?
Yeah, I've seen like half of his movies, and I've seen half of a couple of his movies. There are bad ones that are not underrated. I didn't finish Laundromat. Not underrated.
Yeah,
that is bad.
That one was not hot. I'll tell you that much.
And I didn't even get to the part where Meryl Streep does brown face. Crazy.
That wasn't great.
No, but there are some ones that people don't like that I think is crazy to me. The easiest one, Ocean's 12. I think Ocean's 12 is pretty much nearly as good as the first one. It's totally different. It's not the same movie at all, but it's a better romance. It's in Europe. Europe is beautiful, and it's a very European like vacation movie more than it is like a heist movie. But yeah, Ocean's 12, love it. And then the iPhone movies. I think all the iPhone movies are good. I get why people don't like Unsane.
Yeah,
'Cause
that
that
was a
one's
little
just kind
tough
of-
for me. I liked it
Yeah.
in execution. Like it was interesting to see an execution, but I
Mhm.
don't think the script was up to snuff there. So it like
Yeah.
so, but the technical side for what they're able to achieve with just an iPhone, and of course a bunch of other technical stuff that you don't see behind the scenes. There's a lot to
Totally.
it more than just an iPhone, but it's still very much not a cinema camera.
Yeah, I get the Unsane trepidation from most people,
Mhm.
but I think High Flying Bird is like top 5. So
Now that's the one that
good.
seemed interesting to me too, because it just
Yes.
seems like it's really riding off that. It's surprising. I'm surprised Netflix kind of took that in its reins, especially because they have very strict standards on their stuff, and they produce a Soderbergh, and so it was interesting to see, because I mean, you can go on Netflix's site and see what like required cameras that you need to shoot in. Like it's not even a matter of like oh, we might accept this movie or not. They're like, no, if it's not 4K HDR, yada yada,
Yeah.
So just to see it on there was pretty great.
And if your issue with Unsane is like not entirely like aesthetic, it is like writing. High Flying Bird is like all writing. It's like let's invent communist basketball the movie, and it's like, it rules. Yeah.
Now you got me sold. I love it.
It's awesome, and it's got Andre Holland in it, and it kind of convinced me that Andre Holland is like a legend and should be like a leading man, but he doesn't really get that much work.
That's fair. I loved him. What do you call it? Moonlight. He's so good.
He's great in Moonlight. He's really great in Passing. He's like not in a lot of it, but he's really good in Bones and All.
Yeah.
I just want to see him everywhere.
I respect that. But I want to see more of
The Match.
Some trivia. Let's get people back in here. Alrighty. Matt, I think, is taking care of his doggo, but that's okay.
Oh my gosh! Hello, dog.
Hi.
Oh my God, there she is.
Oh my God, she's so pretty.
Hold on, let's get that full screen. Let's see. Is she?
Come over here. Oh my God, you're so blurry.
You got the Andrew camera going on right now.
Yeah.
Oh no, you got shy. Okay. Alrighty. So, a reminder of the score: we got Jacob at 50 points, Matt at 10, and Max in the lead at 90 points. It's still really anybody's game. But I do have a good feeling that this next question will get some quick responses. I think we'll get some good points on the board here.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd agree, Sophie. I feel like, but listen, hey, Secret Invasion just came out, right? And not doing too hot on the review side. A lot of people are Marvel is mid.
I did not watch Secret Invasion.
I gave up after
episodes.
I gave up after 3. So
okay.
I think Matt's the only one who's actually finished it here.
I had Albert
Brave.
explain to me the whole thing, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on a similar note, Matt, I want to ask you, or more specifically, I want you to name the MCU films closest to the exact middle, the 3.0 average. So that could be positive or negative. So I'll give a bad example. So let's say Parasite is at 4.7. We're trying to reach 5. Actually, that's a bad example because 5 is the max. But you get my point. You can go over or under here. So, but whatever in terms of point percentage is closest. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So there's a movie at 3.01, a movie at 2.96 would be -4. The 0.1 would be closer. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, got it. So you can think lower than mid, you can think a little higher than mid, but you got to think in the middle of the score range. So, Matt, with that explainer there, what are you thinking? Oh, and before you say anything, actually, there is a tie for first, believe it or not. A tie for first. So we have 2 number 1 answers on the board. So we can make some big moves here tonight.
I have a question actually for clarification.
Of course.
So you mentioned Secret Invasion. I'm assuming though the Disney Plus shows don't count.
MCU films directly. For the purposes of today, I also just didn't bother with the holiday special or Werewolf by Night. I didn't know where those things landed, and I just didn't want to. That's too much for me to worry about. So, with that, Matt, what are you thinking? What do you think is the most mid MCU movie, closest to the 3.0 average?
Well, I'm not saying this, but I'm gonna go with Captain Marvel. Final answer.
Wow, he's go. He listen. That's a hard thing for you to say, Matt. I respect it. Captain Marvel is not on the board. Maybe for good, maybe for worse. Who's to say?
Now,
I'm guessing worse.
No.
Yep, that'll bring us on to Jacob. Jacob, what are you thinking?
I'm stuck between two. I'm gonna go with the Incredible Hulk. Final answer.
The Incredible Hulk. The Incredible Hulk is not on the board.
That movie's good. Movie's good. Maybe it's above.
It's pushing 5.
Pushing 5. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Parasite any minute, guys. Don't you worry. All right, Max.
I'm gonna go with one that I haven't thought about until right now. Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Ant-Man and the Wasp. Ant-Man and the Wasp is their 30-point answer, or third place answer. They'll let you 30 points.
Sick. Thank
Nice.
you, Ghost.
All right, Matt. What are you thinking? Take your time here.
I'm gonna say Iron Man 3. Final answer.
Iron Man 3. Matt, you're swimming above the water. That's our first tie for number 1. Yeah.
He's back in the game.
He is back in the game.
Ahead of Jacob.
Ahead of Jacob. So Jacob.
Okay.
Jacob, you gotta make some moves here. What are you thinking?
I guess I'll just go with my second answer I thought of. I'm gonna go with Thor. The first one.
Thor, the first one. I don't
your
think
final
that's the
answer?
title. Jacob, you're good. If you just say Thor, you're
Yeah, final answer Thor.
okay, you don't have to say Thor the first one. Listen, we don't need exact name titles. This isn't our TFO. Thor is not on the board.
Maybe I think too low of these movies.
Maybe. Who's to say? All right, Max. Maybe you think a little higher though. Who knows?
Okay. I feel like this one. I'm just gonna go to the next one in the series I'm already doing. Quantum Mania. Ant-Man and the Wasp. Quantum Mania. Final answer.
Ant-Man and the
results.
Wasp. Quantumanium. That's such a long title. Why does they name it that?
Too
Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumanium is not on the board. So with that, that is the end of round 4. So this was crazy. I think the craziest part of this round is the collection of the answers. And when Sophie saw this, she was like, "What the hell?" I don't blame you because tied for first, both at 3.0 averages exactly on the dot. And I double checked before today's match as well. But obviously the collection date was yesterday, so that is the live stat. Iron Man 3 was our number 1 answer. Number 1 also tied there was Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
It's a little low.
Okay.
Both. So basically, because they're at the exact 3.0 average, that is a 0.
Yeah.
So Black Widow 2.97. That puts them at -3. Ant-Man and the Wasp, like you said there, Max. That is -5, 2.95. So, and then Avengers Age of Ultron is a little bit above the 3.0 average at 3.06. And then kind of a lot below these is Iron Man 2 at a 2.83. So that's -17 points.
2 Iron Man films.
2 Iron Man films. I'm telling you, the first one hits. It's just it's hard to compete with a
First
banger.
one's the best one, obviously.
I mean,
Number 3 underrated. Should be higher than 3, I think.
But listen,
Andrew is the same.
That's why I suspected it was in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, listen, Shane Black's good, except when he's bad. So it's hard to say.
It's true.
We've seen The Predator. Come on. Anyways,
Wise words.
but he did great, Lethal Weapon, so he gets the pass. Anyways, so with that is the end of round 4. I'll see if I can update scores, but Matt making some big moves so far tonight, not until tonight. until now, I guess. Anyways, let's get that score up on the board. Jacob at 50 points. He's at the bottom. I'm sorry, Jacob, but you got to catch up here. Matt at 60 and Max at the 120-point marker. So, really, this is a tight race. It's still anybody's game, but let's check in with our audience here tonight. I'm sure we got a lot of comments coming up. Of course, Sam with the comment, "Let's go." Yeah, Kenny, don't be careful. Things are gonna get.
Oh no, Kenny,
Oh
no.
my goodness, Kenny! I thought you were playing Fortnite.
He's gone feudy. He can't.
Oh, Kenny was not a fan of that Cohen round. I'll say that.
Listen,
Kenny, I'm sorry.
But Sam loves the orange cat.
Orange
very
cat.
true.
Outer space.
Space.
Outer space.
That's Justin Timberlake movie. Don't. I know he's in social
The
media.
trolls?
I liked Friends with Benefits. That was a good one.
Eh.
I just didn't
Yeah,
remember
Andrew,
Lebowski.
I know, right? Andrew, like I totally agree.
What are
with
these
you.
clowns doing?
Yeah, like what are these guys doing?
I don't know, but Kenny bringing up the best Universal movie, which I don't think it actually exists, is Dracula Told to.
Is that with Tom
Oh.
Cruise also?
No,
Proto-Duca.
no, but that was the proto start to the Dark Universe. They retconned that one, I suppose.
Is I Frankenstein in the same universe? Or
It
is
I
It
that...
don't
should be.
think
It
it
could
is.
be.
You know what? It's dead in the water, so who fucking cares? Soderbergh.
I think at this point we decide the rules. Soderbergh.
Kimmy?
Kimmy's also underrated.
Probably
Kimmy's
95
great.
degrees tomorrow.
Kimmy's a good little short little watch. It's nice.
Sam
Kimmy's
coming
good.
in with the
Let
Iron
them
Man
all
3
talk.
best
Good.
Iron Man movie as well. And
Interesting.
gang finally coming together.
Okay.
So,
Oh, Shane
Black. I love the nice guys, right guys?
I was hooting and hollering when that kid showed up at his funeral.
that's right, because he was in Iron Man 3, and everyone forgot he was
Mhm.
in Iron Man 3. Because I
Yes,
think people
except
forgot
for
about
me.
Iron Man 3, except Max and like
Mhm.
a bunch of people on Twitter that was like, yo,
That kid.
that's the guy. Alrighty.
Yeah.
And with that, we head into the last round of the game. Like I said, it really is still anybody's game. Reminder of points for the folks at home. Jacob at 50, Matt at 60, and Max at 120 points. So because Jacob is currently last here, he is going to start us off. Jacob,
Last round.
Let's get it.
last round.
Yes.
I want you to name me the most popular movies of the 1980s that have a one-word title. And I'm going to clarify a couple of things here before we start. There are no thes, there are no a's. So it has to be a singular word by itself. Does that make sense?
You're saying the
Yeah.
A and the disqualify it from being
Correct. Correct.
Dang it. Well, there goes the thing. Am I right, guys?
Yeah.
What thing?
The
I
true.
don't know.
True.
So, yeah. If there are any questions now before we get into it, because I just want to clarify here. Popular movies of the 1980s. Popular on the platform letterbox.com.
From the year 1980 to 1989.
Hmm.
Yes.
Oh,
Crap, when was this
gotcha.
movie made? Shoot.
You
Okay.
gotta have to know.
You're
I'm
gonna
between two.
I don't.
I'm between actually like three.
All right.
Tell me one of them. You don't need all of them.
Okay, wait, are you ready for my answer?
It's
Jacob, if you're ready to give it, I'm ready to hear it.
I'm locking in Aliens.
Aliens, plural.
Yes.
Yes, to clarify. Aliens, plural, is our number 5 answer. That'll net you 10 points.
Okay. You know what?
That,
Tie with Matt.
that actually
tied
ties,
with Matt.
That actually ties up the game.
Oh,
Oh,
wait.
shit.
Don't think we can beat
Ooh.
Max, but that's okay. I mean, maybe Matt can beat Max. Matt can beat Max, but I can't.
Matt can still come
He
in here.
might. I feel good that he might.
You still got 2 shots here. All right, Matt. It looks like you're doing some brainstorming on the board. Anything you got in mind to go with here?
See, the problem is I've got a few, but I don't think they're very popular on Letterboxd.
But you think they're popular in general with like the general
Yeah,
crowd?
so.
Okay.
Take a shot in the dark.
Maybe they're both. Who's to say?
All right, I'm gonna say Ghostbusters. Final answer.
Ghostbusters. Bustin' makes me feel good. That is our number 4 answer. They'll net you 20
okay.
points.
That's a good one,
Congratulations.
that's a good one.
Congratulations. All righty.
Congratulations.
And swinging over to Max, yeah.
This is when we discover. I mean, we discovered it earlier with my Invisible Man pick. This is where we discover though that I don't know decades either. I don't know studios. I don't know decades. But I'm just gonna throw. It could be 90s. It could be 70s. I'm gonna throw Terminator out there.
Terminator is not on the board.
Of course, it's
The
not.
film name,
Why would it be?
by the way, is the
Is it
Terminator.
the Terminator?
Yeah.
It's the Terminator.
It is
Yeah.
the Terminator. I am sorry, Max.
Oh,
All right,
That's all
Jacob.
Okay,
This
I
is your
got
final
one.
shot to. You got to get at least 20 points to tie. Actually, you can't. You have to. Yeah, because there only are 30, 40, and 50-point answers on the board. You need to get one of those in order to take the lead here.
Hey,
Okay.
Jacob, no pressure.
yeah, Cole. Let me just go ahead and give the number one
No
answer, okay?
pressure.
Okay,
Let me
sure.
go ahead and
Yeah,
give the number one.
yeah, of course.
I'm gonna go with Goodfellas.
Good fellas. Are these fellas good? Are they good to Jacob?
Probably not.
Don't think about it too much, Sophie. Goodfellas is not on the board.
Ah,
Wow.
frick.
I also
that a
believe
90s movie?
that is also 1990s. These are early 90s.
Wow. Ooh.
Crazy.
It is
I thought that was
early
late
90s.
late 80s. Oof.
All right, Matt, you still have an opportunity to not only tie with Max, but you could also take the lead right here. So
Boy,
our 30, our 40, and our 50-point answers are on
Still
the board.
available.
Still anybody's game.
Wait, so so this is most popular, not highest rated, correct?
Correct. Most popular, meaning
Yeah.
on the platform, Letterboxd. How many people are interacting with it? How many people are logging it? How many people are liking it, adding it to lists,
Okay.
etc. You know, just like general activity. That is quandering this one. A reminder to our
Oh,
guests.
wait.
Oh. Believe it or not, we don't actually technically have a timer on the show, but if
Okay,
people do take too long. No. Take it.
I mean,
it.
I could
No,
keep.
no,
I could keep whistling.
I mean, you can also make people. Yes,
This
keep
is
making
89.
This is great.
So
So
I'm going to say 89. Batman, final answer.
Batman 1989. Batman. It's not on the board.
Isn't that the poster that he has right above of his? Oh no, that does say Batman, doesn't it?
Oh, above me?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. That's the Adam West Batman.
Yeah,
movie.
it's
It doesn't
Yes.
matter. It still says Batman.
It
on
does
it.
say Batman.
It's fine. Literally, Colin almost looked at the runtime for a movie that he was asked about right before. It's fine. It's fine
Yeah.
on the Blu-ray. So anything's possible. But all right. So unfortunately, Matt, that was your last shot. So Max, but we gotta hear what you're thinking. What are the most popular movies in the 1980s?
Oh, it's my turn?
Yeah.
Mhm.
You already won, but we're just gonna.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
go on.
fine.
And your winner.
I'll pick wow, movies with one-word titles. That's harder than you would think.
It is.
Without
it can
the.
be. Without A, without any
Let's
other.
go again. Probably the wrong decade. RoboCop?
RoboCop. Now, Max, that is not only the right decade and a one-word title, but unfortunately, it's not on the board.
Okay, yeah.
I'm sorry. I was bleeding the witness there. But that's not my guess, actually, because that definitely is 80s.
Is one of them Amadeus?
I will reveal them once I reveal our score, which is Jacob at the bottom here, unfortunately, at 60 points.
Oh no.
Matt taking second
Jacob.
place. No one thought of it, though. Matt taking second place with 80 points. And Max is our winner for
Congratulations.
tonight. Woo!
Thank you.
All right. Our number one answer. You want to say hello to my little friend? It's Scarface. Number one.
Oh.
Number two is don't say it 3 times though, but Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. Anyways, and then Jacob, you
I
should
like
know this. Jacob,
This
you should
third
know-
one is an interesting.
It is an interesting one, and I totally agree with it. But it seems why that's popular. It's kind of crazy.
because it's letterbox. Otherwise,
It is Letterboxd, right? Number 3 is Akira or Akira.
Like Nope.
Oh,
It's like
Yep.
that
Wow.
Nope movie.
the Kiki Palmer slide is what they call it.
She does do the Canada bike slide.
Kiki
Yes.
Palmer slide. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not what I would call it, but you know what? Hey, if people are talking about bike slides like that, however we say it, that's totally fine. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Thanks for playing, guys. Would you like to know what our potential tiebreakers were for tonight?
Let's see.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
So, starting at the top here, longest films by Adam Driver. Jacob, Rise of Skywalker was our number 6 answer.
Okay.
Surprisingly, I was surprised by this runtime, and I remembered watching the movie that it was.
Oh, this next movie, yeah. It was long.
Annette at 100.
I was gonna say
Oh,
I was gonna guess
love
that
Annette.
next.
Baby, Annette.
Amazing movie.
Third option.
I fuck with that.
And then, of course, Divorce Core classic Marriage Story, 137 minutes. So, we said our Coen brother, or specifically Joel Coen, but Miller's Crossing, 3.98 at number 6. Oh, Brother, Where Art Thou? 3.93. And Blood Simple, that was on there, but it wasn't top 5 at 3.91. Swinging back over to Universal. These ones surprised me. Actually, 6 surprised me the most. Nocturnal Animals was at number 6.
Oh wow.
Is that who is that? That's
Wow.
Amy Adams.
It's Amy
No,
Adams.
who
It's
directed it.
Armie Hammer.
I don't
It is Tom Ford.
Tom Ford, yes.
Oh.
The fashion designer. That's not a joke. And number 7 is Pitch Perfect. So not along bad lines of thinking Pitch Perfect 3. I can't remember.
Excuse me?
Oh my gosh! So when I was saying Pitch Perfect, I was saying that ironically. That's funny.
Pitch Perfect is popular. Pitch Perfect
That's
is popular.
funny.
And then of course
I can't believe it.
Despicable Me, the first one.
Okay, not the third.
That was 2010, so it was definitely on the cusp there. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
All right. This was okay. So afterwards, the MCU thing kind of got interesting. So at number 6 was Eternals at 2.80. That would mean minus 20 from the 3.0. Thor was at 2.77. That was minus 23. So Jacob, not a bad thought, honestly. Ant-Man was 3.25. So that was plus 20.25 points here.
Gotcha.
And then Captain Marvel was number 8, Matt.
What was tied with Ant-Man at number 8? They were tied.
You're right. I'm sorry. It was tied. We had a tie in our tiebreaker, which would have been interesting. But Captain Marvel.
A tie in our tiebreaker.
Oh, tieception. Captain Marvel was at 2.75. So, yes, it was tied for 8th place. That would be minus 25. So, Ant-Man right above the average. Captain Marvel, they below it. Exactly even. And then back to popularity. Heathers was number 6 for the 1980s.
Oh.
Possession, that would surprise me. Possession was number 7.
I don't know.
Letterbox.
Wow.
Possession rules.
I've
Crazy.
heard it's great. And
I
then
haven't seen it.
the 1989 sensation Batman was number 8.
Yeah.
So
Possession over Batman.
Possession over Batman.
Right?
I
That's
swear.
really awesome.
I mean, that was crazy. Yes, of course, our iconic who directed Nocturnal Animals question. We can't forget. We can't forget.
Oh,
our
this better not be a fucking Nocturnal Animals question. That's iconic of Andrew.
Oh my
Yes.
god. So,
That was
yeah,
Andrew who said that, right?
I can't remember now. It was between I think Working Boys and
Yeah, and Aiden and Andrew. Name of the Win at the time, I think.
yeah. Oh god, that's
Or
right. It was
maybe
it.
After, I don't know.
It's it. Yeah, well, we'll figure it out.
That was very funny. That was a good
put it
moment.
in the comments.
Because then it was.
Alrighty. And with that, I got nothing to announce for the rest of the week because it's Thursday. So I just want to thank
Happy
you guys for
Thursday.
joining us.
Thank you for having us, Cole.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
Thanks for feuding. I appreciate it. You know, your feud.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we,
super
can,
fun.
we can make some fun with the feud. So, and of course,
Absolutely.
Sophie, thank you for co-hosting.
I love a good
I did
feud.
nothing, but thank you for having me hang out.
You were great. Anyways, all right, and you go watch your game. What game is it? I don't even know. Is it the
Jets Browns.
Jets
A
Browns?
Hall of Fame game.
Oh yeah. So
Aaron Rodgers is not playing, I don't think.
good.
He doesn't need to.
Anyways, is he still dating Shailene Woodley? I don't even know. Or they're married, right?
No, I don't. I think they broke up.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. This is not about movies, even though she's an
No.
actress. Anyways, all right, and thank you all for joining. And have a good night, everybody.
Bye.
I forgot I have to do the thing at the end.
I'm doing the Barbie wave.
Keep waving.